So, to joining the program of the localizing human right in the sustainable development goal in the context for the Asia Pacific, the Asia Democracy Networks are really pleased to observe and try to understand many of our civil society partners are very excited to pursuing and then interact in the conversation within the local stakeholders, and then we are very pleased to know their listenings, their learnings, the process, as many of them are not really familiar before with the topic, and then they try to implement things by building mini project in the local levels, and then try to impact things to the communities. I think that is the most valuable things for us as a civil society that's normally not engaged directly with the governments in the practical levels. Seeing the civil society organization friends across Southeast Asia learning good practices and good processes of other countries and taken back to their heart and then future plans, it is something that very encouraging and very promising. I think that is the most valuable and highlight that I can really observe, where civil society now try to thinking how to localizing their target of works and then their objective and achievements in the local levels. At the moment, we are still like watching the progress, although does not really make significant change or really radical change for whatever the status right now is, since the program was conducted online and then the participation is online. Of course, we need more further follow up to see how it is making a change. I really believe change not really changing radically, but rather than through a process of engagement of everybody. But one thing that I really see is now people starting to understand the local governments, a civil society organization, which is the member of ADNs, now realize if the work in the local levels and to bring the human right and SDGs to the local level make it really feasible, since they're realizing now working in the local is less bureaucratic, less hassle, and less politic or politicizing, and they can go direct to the local needs and the wisdoms. Meaning to say, dealing with the local government actually is open and much more, intimating and more easy to achieve small and medium, even long-term target. I think that is the things that they try to practice on exercising right now to deepening the issue, try to replans, try to reaching out all the stakeholders in the local levels. I think there is a, what do you call it, it's like a window is opening now for everybody to look something more smaller but more sharp, to achieve improvements on the human right by using SDGs in the local community base. At the moment of times, based our observation is a mindset change first. The cities or the province that's cooperating with us, obviously, they have a new thinking, a way to promoting human right and the SDGs, which is unlikely in the past. Some countries, some provinces are really hesitant to call it human rights because of the sensitivity of the political context in the localities. But now they realize there's a very strong connection between human right and then sustainable development goals. At the same time, civil society also gain understanding, and then they realize they are another venture of advocacy in state, in the national level, but they can think of the local levels. I think the biggest changing here now is the mindset, understandings. They realize the cooperation is a must, and then the arena to play in the local level is a very workable. So you're looking the country, you're looking a province, you're looking the cities, which is each country have dozens and even tens of the feasible potentials places to corporations. If once or even half of the country not cooperative, but civil society believe many of the good leaders still can cooperate, and I think this is just matter of times. The significant change might happen if the civil society can is really able to connect it, really able to consult, to talks. It's not only with the local governments, but also the civil society as well as other stakeholders. I think I'm looking the point here where the changing minds as a big achievement at the moment of times, and then of course, the Asia Democracy Networks feel this is a brilliant milestones that can be developed forwards. And I hope in the coming forwards with the cooperation of RAOUL Wallenbergs, still able to continue this endeavor and still wanted to considering to take a lead of this effort in localizing human rights in the SDGs in the context for the Asia Pacific, since the regions are very big, and then I think there are still very much arena and leadership to play for the RAOUL Wallenbergs and even the Asia Democracy Network. For this opportunity, I would like to also to thanks everybody who are involved in these cooperations to promote localizing human rights in the SDGs context for Asia Pacific, and thank you for the RAOUL Wallenberg Institute for taking leadership, and we hope the cooperation can be carried forward in the coming future. Thank you so much.